Okay.
Wait, we're just going to close our eyes and just try to clap at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. I'm not ready yet. Okay, go.
Dang.
Okay. Ready? Go. Dang.
Oh, we were pretty close there.
You ready? Go.
Okay.
Oh!
I wouldn't even.
Ready? Go.
Took like 4 tries.
I was like, I'm going to go so fast, he's not going to be ready this time. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
We're back with another Wednesday episode.
It's a Wednesday on a Wednesday.
Fun start. So this is going to be a fun Wednesday. We were like, should we do a segment? Should we bring back maybe a guest or whatever? What if we did every segment and a guest?
How about a smorgasbord?
Yeah. Brad proposed this idea, and I was like, yeah, it sounds like Mario Party. Mm-hmm. It's like, rather than play Madden for 3 hours, let's play 100 mini games.
If anybody's ever played Fusion Frenzy, that was the Xbox version of Mario Party.
There
was a demo of it on the original Halo for Xbox. Shout out.
Fun.
Fusion Frenzy. Fusion Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
How would you like to start us, Brad?
Let's start with our wins of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wins of the week.
I have like 3. Can I do 3?
Hit them.
It's a Fusion Wednesday.
Fusion.
So first off, I think we alluded to it in the Monday episode, but we had a video call with the Ghosties that are going to Florida with us last night, and it was so much fun. It was just a great time, and that's just a win because it's like these people are really cool and really fun, and it's just going to be a great time.
Yeah.
So, because we opened this up and we're like, I don't know who's going to sign up for this thing.
Anyone is allowed to.
And we got off the call and we're like, that was so fun. This is going to be so fun.
It's going to be a good trip.
So first off, win of the week that way. Second off, it's kind of 2 and 3 together. Hattie's birthday was yesterday. And if you're listening to this on Wednesday, Fusion Wednesday, then it's Rosie's birthday today.
Woo!
And so, 6 years ago, I became a dad. 1 year ago, I became a dad of 3.
I became a
doctor.
lifeguard. Yeah, doctor.
And so, just the craziest story I've ever told on the podcast, just delivering my own baby in my living room. Rosie was born, and she's 1 year old today. And so it's just a win right there. And, also with Hattie, just real quick, just win of the week for just the firstborn in the family is just wild because Hattie went for her birthday. She went to an aquarium with my parents and Aunt Cindy, which is just funny by itself. Like 3 people, 65 to 70 years old, like in Hattie. Mm. And then they went to Chick-fil-A for lunch. She had an ice cream cone there. And so then at dinner time with Catherine and, with our family, our immediate family, we're like, we got you pink ice cream, strawberry ice cream. She goes, I probably shouldn't have any more ice cream. I already had some today. And I'm like, if that were Bo, he would never, he would just be like, yeah, give me all the ice cream.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
I want 2 scoops, Dad. I want 2 scoops. So we did convince her. I was like, it's your birthday. You have to have, it's like, what parent has to convince their 6-year-old?
No, treat yourself a little bit
on their birthday. She's so sweet and so responsible. So shout out.
That's
Wins of the
cool.
week. Also just fun to reflect on 1 year ago, was birthing Rosie, she was
swimming. Puddle City.
Puddle City was happening. So it's just been a crazy fun year. It's fun to think about that was a year ago. Wow. But she's brought so much joy and fun to our lives. So win of the week.
If you get caught up on the podcast this week, listen to that episode.
Yeah. Craziest birth story of all time or something like that.
It's the only one we have about delivering a child.
Yeah. I think you'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Those are fun wins.
Yeah.
My win of the week is on Monday's episode, I talked about helping out that group of nurse practitioner moms, and on the joint FaceTime, I knew one of them really well. And the other one, the whole time, I was like, why does this girl look so familiar? I never asked or anything. I was like, I'll just look it up afterwards. I looked up afterwards and, I find who Morgan follows named Natalie or whatever. I go to her Facebook and I'm like, oh, that girl's married to Hungry Luke. That's why she looks familiar.
What?
Which I texted the group me in the Florida group me. I was like, have I told the Hungry Luke story in the podcast? And there were a lot of people who said no, but there were people who were like, yes, you have told it. So clearly I have told it before, but just the really quick version. So my win of the week is that I got to relive this, and I like sent a voice memo to Crenshaw.
Yes.
Just like reliving it, and getting to retell Rachel, like how fun that period of life was, how fun this story is. It feels like something you see in a sitcom or something, but really quick bullet point version. This is pre-podcast. This is still living at the K-Live house. Luke Crenshaw is my roommate, and he's having some friends over. We're watching some game on TV or something, I think. And he went to Arkansas. He invited a bunch of Arkansas friends over. I don't know a ton of these people, but it's mixed company. A lot of boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives. And Luke offered like, hey, you come over. I'll cook for you guys.
Was it a Super Bowl party?
It might have been.
I think it was.
It could have been, yeah. And right away, so this is confusing because the main two people in the story are both named Luke.
We'll call him Crenshaw.
Crenshaw and Hungry Luke.
Yeah.
So Hungry Luke, right away, we don't know this guy. His wife is just like a friend of other friends, and just immediately is like, comes to the kitchen. How are we looking on that food? Just like brand new into this like environment, like the food almost done. We're like, oh no, we're because Super Bowl starts like the kickoff is until 5. People are probably coming over at 4:30. It's like no, dinner isn't ready yet. So the time he's just always asking like, okay, well, just let me know when you get like the pizza's ready, or like I can help or whatever.
Yeah,
Starving already.
Like it says it's preheated, so do you want me to go and throw the pizza in the oven?
Just throw them in.
Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah,
and then Crenshaw is also, I think, going to be making some chili.
Okay,
and this dude is always just like, it was almost like in Wedding Crashers, like, Mom, meatloaf.
Yeah.
Crenshaw, how's the chili? What's the chili update? And so that alone, I feel like Crenshaw and I already would have had a heyday debriefing. Like, we got to talk about how hungry this guy showed up to our house.
Right.
Like, that was so interesting and weird. Anyway, it takes it a big step further. So there's one time it's like maybe a timeout. Maybe it's halftime. A lot of the guys are in the kitchen getting food, of course. And anyway, we break out some cookies. And Hungry Luke, who's already had a couple bowls of chili, several slices of pizza, now the cookies are out. He's like what Bo would have been in the second time with the ice cream. Thank you.
Yeah.
And just going nuts. I mean, it was comical how quickly he was devouring these cookies. And once again, I think Crenshaw and I looked at each other like, we got to talk about this there. Like, he's eating these cookies like a madman. Fast forward 15 minutes.
Where is he eating them?
In the kitchen.
Okay.
We're all in the kitchen. The
Right.
girls are still in the living room. Closed concept house. You can't see each other,
Sure.
kind of separate.
Yeah.
We go back out in the living room
But
15
equal.
minutes later, but equal still.
Yeah.
And we're kind of talking. Maybe it's a commercial or something, and kind of going around like, let's give some updates or whatever. And Hungry Luke's wife is kind of saying, it's like, well, one thing we kind of been doing for the last, I guess it's been a month or two now, is we've both been dieting, and we said no sweets. And she grabs Hungry Luke's knee, and she's like, and I'm just so proud of him. He has done such a good job. I know it's hard, but he has been so disciplined. And dude, me and Crenshaw just look at each other like, well, yo, dude, what is going on? And I was like, we're not going to say anything, I guess. It's just cookies. But at the same time, it's just what an uncomfortable, awkward situation. And I haven't really thought about it much since. And then I was like, hey, I learned now she's a mom, the secrets have either ended or just never been found out. So they have 3 kids now. They seem happy. So.
Maybe it was one of those like, hey, it's Super Bowl. I'm going to, nibble on a few cookies around back. That is so funny.
Just once we heard that, we're like, this all makes sense.
I would have loved,
all of it makes sense now.
I would have loved to be a fly. Like, I would love to go back to that moment and just been able to see his face when she said it.
Yeah, just like
I bet he was just looking straight at the ground like,
thanks for saying that. But
thank you.
I think my update.
So what, tell us about what you guys are going to say, like,
and just whatever you're going to say. Let's all look at this with the idea of like nobody's perfect, right?
Right.
And that's why we need Jesus, because we all fall short anyway. Anybody else want to give an update?
Yeah, just please move on to the next person. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I was saying. So the halftime show's on. You guys want to? You don't want to watch the halftime show? Okay. Well, what was your you said you had an update? Go ahead.
Is it nice outside? I want to check and see if it's nice outside.
Let's go throw the ball around. Let's go throw the ball around real quick. Where do you have those crumbs from? Oh, those are crackers from the chili. Like, oh, okay.
Icing on it? No, I don't think so.
No. Actually, I was looking for a baby picture of Hattie to post on my Instagram story, and when I found it, I also found a picture of you and Luke at a Quick Trip. I like ran into you like late at night one time at a Quick Trip. Like I think probably the week that Hattie was born. And there's like a picture of like Luke has like pajama pants on with like a quarter zip, and you have like your Stratford like red hoodie on, and it was just a great time.
That's maroon fun. I love finding old photos of me like that.
Yeah.
Because I sent it to Rachel. Like I found one, an old picture, not even that old, like 2 years old. Someone took a weird photo of me in a Chipotle because they're like, I'm a big fan or whatever. I had it on my phone. And so I texted to Rachel. I was like, this is how I dressed in public 4 months before I met you. I just want you to know, like, I didn't always used to be like this. I've grown up. And she's like, thank goodness that you wore so much maroon. Oh my gosh.
You're like, wait. Maroon's not the thing that's the problem.
Oh, you don't like maroon.
Oh, yeah, totally. Maroon's out. Okay, cool.
But yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
The Crenshaw days, life was good.
Man, yeah.
Life's still good.
He's one of the funnier people, like, and like brings humor to every situation. Like, it's like he just, I mean, there's a little, like, it's one thing to be like really, really funny in a funny moment. It's another thing to be like, let's create this amazing inside joke out of nothing, like thin air kind of thing. And that's what he was really good at. Like we had so many inside jokes within the OJ documentary that were like not even that like funny by themselves. But like when you push into an inside joke enough times, it becomes hilarious.
All right, this is our joke now. Yeah, he was the king of it. I remember the whole rat debacle, which I think we've had to have talked about on the podcast at some point. But yeah, Luke and Crenshaw and I were trying to create this like elaborate, like, labyrinth of a way for like this mouth to like, all right, he'll smell the peanut butter up here, so he'll crawl up the 2x4, and then he'll do this. And anyway, Brad was kind of the king and showed us how to.
Did you end up getting it?
I don't know if we ever caught as many as you did. I mean, you had several families worth.
That was the crazy thing is I think the only reason I caught so many is because I was out of the house for like an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Like I came home to like 8 of them.
Word got around. Hey, 79th Street, a lot of peanut butter.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
But how did word get around?
They would yell it while they were still on top of the bucket.
You guys aren't going to believe.
A lot of peanut butter.
There's a smorgasbord.
But yeah, good times. OJ, and I think I've talked before. Crenshaw and I really bonded. Like he just moved into the house. I didn't know him at all. Like imagine just getting paired up with a roommate. Didn't know him.
I met him. Yeah, the first time I met him, I was like, this guy's not going to get along with Jake at all. I remember thinking this guy seems really type A, really healthy. Like he like
wakes up early, works out,
very disciplined. And I was like, he is the anti-Jake. Like
totally. We had very opposite schedules, but he was so great. And our biggest like initial bonding moment came from watching something, and it wasn't a sport. Is we watched Miss America together, and we only knew one person competing, and it happened to be we both knew this girl from Arkansas. That's how Crenshaw knew her. I met her through Arkansas as well. Mm-hmm. And anyway, she ended up winning Miss America, and while we were watching it live, and so it's just like just me and Luke, just like dude, we like hugged. We're like, oh, Savvy Shields, let's go. We know her. It was crazy. Awesome. It was like it was just big upset,
Yeah, not the betting favorite,
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks into knowing this guy existed, and we're just watching Miss America together.
That's hilarious, dude.
All right, Fusion Wednesday. What are we getting to?
Let's go back to the old Madison McCullough. If you're listening, it's time to make a new graphic.
Oh,
because we're bringing s'mores back, baby.
Okay, just us two.
Time it. You say
time in your hand was up.
No, time it. No, we're calling bullpen.
Oh, righty or lefty?
He is right-handed in throwing, left-handed in batting. Golf's right-handed though.
Yeah, weird.
His name is Scott D. Peck.
That's right.
You know what the D stands for, right? David. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll call him now. And also, we don't even know what the s'mores topic is. It's just going to be improv. We're going to do this quick. Scott's only got like 15 minutes in between.
Well, he's going to say, hey, boys. Hey, boys.
All right, Scott, we're going to do some improvised s'mores with you real quick. How much time do you have, by the way?
I got about 27 minutes. Oh. I can take you in the car on the way to my haircut. I got a haircut at 12:30. Very excited about it. Yeah. Anyways, I got about a half hour.
Give us a quick update, Scott, on your life, if you don't mind, because you have a new job. Just tell the people what they want to know.
Quick update: I went from milking cows to slinging Twinkies. So yeah, I made the change to basically do similar stuff to what I was doing at DFA, which is packaging. Now I work for Hostess. So your favorite delicious treats of Twinkies and Ding Dongs and cupcakes and all sorts of fun things.
Oh yeah, you get unlimited supply.
Not unlimited, but I've received, let's just say, several boxes worth now. I've gotten to see 2 bakeries, which is fascinating to see the stuff produced at a mass scale. I feel like I'm on an episode of How It's Made or Unwrapped, if anybody watched those shows back in the day. But there's this one lady. It was pretty like I think you guys can imagine how I reacted, because we finished the tour and then the lady grabbed a big box and then just went to the various production lines and just started grabbing cartons off of the production line and shoving them into the box. I mean, just very, very judiciously just plopping stuff in the box.
I would be worried that's going to like mess something up. I'm like, is this going to mess up like the count for the day or anything? This is fine to just take this off the rack.
Oh, they got robots for that, Jake.
Those robot things, laser, like all the high-speed cameras and the robots and stuff, that's what like really fascinates me about those places.
There's some stuff, like, it really is, like, that's the best word. It is fascinating. Like, the machinery and some of these things I'll have to send you guys a video. I have a video of these little baby bundt cakes getting their icing drizzled on top of them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like the most satisfying thing you've ever seen.
Give me some of those baby bundt cake videos.
Baby bundt cakes.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
I'll give you some baby bundt. But yeah, so it's I'm enjoying it more. It's a little crazy, but I'm enjoying it more because it's a very fun industry to be in, where you're making sweet treats all day.
Yeah.
You know?
Went from milking cows to sweet treats. From teats to Twinkies.
Teats to treats.
Teats to treats.
Teats to treats, baby. That's great. And pickleball, you got anything to tell us about
career?
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I just said I've always wanted to do that in my career, go from teats to treats. You know?
You got anything to tell us about pickleball?
Yeah.
And how it's just taking over the world? I told you guys this a few weeks ago. I was very, very, very close to having a crying meltdown because I got silver in a 5-0 tournament. And then last week I played another 5-0 tournament and got bronze. So we're still in pursuit of the elusive gold in 5-0, but she's coming. She's coming. She's on the doorstep. Yeah.
She's coming, and I just can't wait to just bawl my eyes out.
Like, you have that baby bundt cake right there. All you need is the icing. You know,
little thing on top.
Just needs the drizzle, baby. A little drizzle on top.
Oh, that's great.
Fun. Every pickleball tournament you go to, you get recognized by Ghosties too. At the Norwines, this time it was Acacia. So keep finding Scott when he comes to your city.
Yeah, hey, keep an eye out. I'm on the circuit, baby.
Circuit City.
Love it.
Okay, spontaneous s'mores. No one will have any prep here.
Yes.
Go somewhat quickly.
Let's make a very quick group decision. I'm going to give three different options for yeah, I'm sure you are. That's the best part. Because you spent so much time preparing for the s'mores before, right, Scott? You always had so many honorable mentions. Okay, I
did actually spend a lot of time preparing for s'mores.
Okay, I'm just going to give a few that I have on my list here, and let's just pick one really quickly so we can't think about it too much. Songs that everyone should have on their playlist. Their playlist, just their playlist. Favorite meals your mom makes. Ways to spend a free Saturday. Things you looked forward to as a kid. Sports plays.
Okay. I'll throw one in as well.
Video games.
Oh, okay, video games. Was it satisfying noises?
Satisfying noises. You got any of those stand out to you, Scotty?
Definitely not songs, because that is way too overwhelming to think about.
Okay.
Especially spontaneously. I think I could do meals, look forward to, like things you look forward to as a kid, video games. I think those would be my top 3.
I like things you looked forward to.
That's what I was going to say. Things you look forward to as a kid.
Great.
Okay, Timon, really quick, just tell us in order, Jake, Brad, Scott, in whatever order you want. Like, you can say Brad first if you want.
What am I doing here?
Just the order of, there's Jake, Brad, and Scott. What order they go in?
Okay, boom. Jake.
All right.
And then?
Brad.
Okay.
And then
Scott.
Okay, great.
Okay.
First,
things you look forward to as a kid.
Things you look forward to as a kid. I'm going to go with Snow Day.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Good one. Waking up on that snow day is nice.
Yeah, it's about a 24-hour buildup or so.
Okay.
And it's just a very intense time. Just waiting to see that You're trying to stay up late, waiting to see Stratford R7 school district on the bottom ticker.
You wake up in the morning, it's like 7 o'clock, but you can just tell how bright it is outside that there's been a lot of snow out there.
Yeah, it just feels quiet.
It's muffled and it's bright. It's like, this is good. It's a good combination. Nobody's on the roads. So good first pick. My first pick is going to be Christmas morning. Just imagine the build up for that. And just the wonder of Christmas. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like, it's hard to sleep that. Your parents usually have to say, like, you can't get out of bed until X
you're
time
buzzing.
because you're so looking forward to it. You're buzzing for
St. Nick.
For Nick. Yeah. So buzzing for beans. Yeah. Good one, Scotty. So, Christmas morning. What do you got, Scotty?
All right. So I get the twofer. I love it.
Yeah.
Good thing, because I couldn't decide between these two. I'm going to say last day of school.
Yes.
Dang it.
And
Yes.
I don't know if you want me to specify summer or winter, but I think equally awesome, but probly summer's more awesome.
Summer is the GOAT. Yes. Yeah. I remember
last day of school, and it's...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I remember when I discovered the song by Alice Cooper, "School's Out for the Summer." It was the most fun thing to blast in my mom's minivan. Just blaring that thing.
Yeah.
School's out for the summer. It's like, have a great Hags, guys. Yeah. Hags, thanks for signing my yearbook, Lauren. I have a crush on you. Maybe I'll see you twice this summer.
Dude, how much did you read into those messages that were
Oh my gosh, bro. So much.
I feel like I spent most of my time deciphering what that could potentially mean.
Oh yeah, I purposely never read them like when they signed the yearbook. I made sure to go home and like let's look at these things and analyze them.
I feel like we definitely would go home and compare.
Yeah, because it'd be like, whoa, she said you're such a great friend. She said I love your humor. Like, she said you're a friend. She didn't say that about me. Yeah, totally.
Dude, she likes you, dude.
Or it's like, whoa, that girl has been writing forever, dude. She has, something going on for you. And then you realize, like, no, she wrote the exact same thing in mine.
Yeah, she writes everyone long messages.
Yeah.
That's just Ashton.
That's just how she just wants to use more of her gel pen. All right, Scott, you got a second one?
Okay. My second pick is going to be sleepovers.
Ooh, okay.
Dang it, that was kind of...
I loved sleepovers as a kid, because you're just like, you're about to, like, you're gonna go over to your friend's house. You're probably gonna have some fun food.
Yeah.
Like anytime I came over and spent the night at your house, Georgianne was always whipping up something good, or we were getting pizza or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you just play video games all night, or you message chicks on AIM and
chicks. Hey, man. Yeah, chicks. We never call them chicks. Hey, dude, let's go find some chicks.
Sure we did.
You think so?
Oh, of course we did, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, just everything's so fun about a sleepover, especially if you had like fun stuff to do the next day. Because sometimes if you did it, then it's like once you go to bed, you're like, well, now sleepover's kind of over. But then if you have something fun to go do the next day, like spend the night before a baseball game or something, and then go play your baseball game on Saturday or whatever, that's fun stuff.
That segues perfectly into my next one. There's going to be things I look forward to as a kid is playing like a specific sports game. Like when the game is coming up, like it's often like, Monday and you're already looking forward to Saturday's game. Like you're like, we're playing the Slammers this week. This one's for first place in the baseball league. It's us or them. I think we can do it, as long as Joe stays healthy and, has a good game and Sam doesn't drop any third strikes, and we're going to do this thing.
Dude, when you're playing like 12 and under kid pitch baseball, dropping the third strike felt impossible to get him out.
It was
You could not throw it to first in time to get him out.
And it was so often like drop third strike equals a triple.
Yeah.
Because it's like the catcher tried to get it to first, way overthrew it into right field. Right fielder sometimes would get their time. Right fielder was often me, aka the less athletic kid on the team. So he's running over to get the ball on the side of the field, and the guy's at third base, and you struck him out. It's the worst.
It happens so much.
That was so debilitating as a pitcher when Sam would drop that third strike on a filthy curveball.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
That happened for years too. Not even just 12 and under. I mean, up to like the JV level. I think it was like, we're not getting this guy out if we drop it.
And the older you got, the deeper the backstop got, and so it was just more and more impossible. Anyway, so that's my next one.
Let's go and put a bookmark in deep backstops. Got a story for you.
Okay.
It's not a metaphor, it's literal. Okay. My two are going to be looking forward to track and field day. Remember that?
Yes.
You don't like it?
What did
Field
what
day
did
is
they
what we
call
call
that
it. We call it field day.
It was just field day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked like there was like 30% of the stuff that was like amazing. The balloon stomp, remember balloon stomp, Scott?
Oh, we did not do like carnival games.
Yours was like pretty
Yes.
serious, like track and field.
Yeah.
No, ours were like we did like a grade wide balloon stomp, and it was magical. It was so wild. If you got because eventually, like if you're one of the last like 10 left, they put you in the we were doing the gym. They put you in like the small like circle where you do like the tip for the basketball, like right in the middle, and it's just wild. So, but I mean I wasn't 40-yard dash. You think I'm looking forward to 40-yard dashes?
I don't know. Shot put, discus.
Yeah, javelin was fun.
Whoa, they let kids do javelin?
It was like a plastic javelin, and it was awesome.
Okay, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember as a kid, my whole identity was in sports. I could not wait to get to 7th grade to be able to represent my school and play school sports. But my little glimmer of slimmer was in 4th grade. You know, it's like gymmer basketball. You got just track and field day where I got to compete against the other kids, and it was just so fun. And all these like just long jump, triple jump, hurdles, and I do everything. I don't even like the mile. I'll do it today though.
Did you have the opportunity to do like all of them?
I think so. We did all sorts of stuff.
Because you're a smaller school. I feel like it was like you only got like 3 events each, and so that was another bummer for us.
Oh, it was just so fun because it also came kind of towards the end of school, but also springtime. It's like we're finally like getting towards outdoor recess anyway.
Beautiful day. You're outside the whole day.
Where you get like half the day off school just to go run around and get sweaty.
Yeah.
Like it was just an awesome day of school.
Did you clean up on those trophies?
I'm sure I did
dominate?
okay. I really don't remember though.
Okay.
I don't know. And then the other one, I was going to say just taking like a family vacation.
Sure.
We didn't take many of them. So it was like, hey, it's a big deal. We're going to, actually money's tight. We're going to Branson this year, but still, we're going to ride all the go-karts you want to do.
As a kid, you don't know money's ever tight, though. You're like, Branson sounds awesome.
That's great.
I would love to go to Branson. Like go-karts are the pinnacle for me as a kid. Like
It was great.
I don't need, a fancy hotel. I don't remember any of the hotels we stayed in.
Whitewater. Yeah.
Sure.
Ramada Inn. That's great.
That's great.
So yeah, just any kind of vacation as a kid, really fun thing to look forward to because you've traveled so little in your life at that point.
Okay, my third pick, it's on the brain. It's Rosie's birthday today. Kids, it's amazing watching how excited Hattie has gotten for her birthday and looking forward to that. And I remember always looking forward so much to my birthday growing up. You have like the ring. Remember like the ring countdown where you could like cut off a ring every day?
Oh, I
know
know
what I'm talking
the
about?
ring.
Like they're like intertwined rings.
Like monkeys in a barrel.
Am I making sense with that, Scott? Like construction paper, you put rings together, and then every single day that it got closer, you cut. You know what I'm talking about, Timon?
Yep.
You like cut them, and so I remember thinking like those rings are never going to get cut. I'm never going to get to my birthday, and then I finally did. And it was glorious. So, Scott, I was just mentioning last Monday, Monday's episode.
You haven't heard it yet.
You haven't heard it yet, but there's a great part about you in there, and I talked about how we have been friends forever, and you went to my birthday parties when I was a little kid. So I look forward to you giving me gifts as well.
Nice. So
Yes.
what was your third pick? Just what was your pick? Parties or birthdays?
Birthdays specifically. My birthday, my own birthday.
Oh, your own birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say with my next pick is birthday parties. I don't know if that is different, or I feel like it's different because it's not just my birthday. Like I was excited to go to other friends' birthday parties because we had some iconic birthday parties in our friend group.
Yeah.
I feel like Sam always had really, really fun birthday parties.
Sam and
Well,
Rachel.
I'm going to stick with that. That's different.
They teamed
That's
up for a
different
while.
from yours.
That's fine. Yeah.
That was going to be my answer. I was deciding between. I was going to specifically say the rich kid's birthday. So I was like, oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, totally. The rich kid. Yeah, the one that's whoa, they're getting they're not going frozen pizza, they're ordering pizza.
They're going to have a cotton candy machine.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. You got one more?
Okay. And then the last one, I think I'm going to say Halloween.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's a good
I
kid
think
thing.
outside of Christmas as a holiday, I don't think there's another holiday that I was more jazzed about than Halloween. Like it's always fun, you get dressed up, you get to debut your costume at school.
Yep.
And then, that night you're just grabbing a couple pillow sacks and running out to get the candy.
Absolutely.
So that was probably my favorite holiday outside of Christmas when I was a kid.
Not Easter, huh?
Not Easter.
Not enough costumes.
Yeah, there's only one guy you could go as. No one wanted me to dress up as Judas, so okay. Those are all great picks, Scott. You did it. You had a.
You're better on the fly.
Yeah. Maybe this should be your thing. Okay, what do we constitute as a kid? I'm sorry for getting in the weeds here, but
13 and under.
Okay, great. Then my answer is going to be things you look forward to as a kid, hearing back from your crush. Hearing back from your crush. So like talking about AIM, talking about
Chicks.
Yeah, hitting up the chicks on AIM,
Hollering at the honeys.
whether it was like, kind of communicating through another girl that was this girl's friend, like, hey, can you see if she likes me, or
am I in her top five?
Seeing if like maybe you're writing a note, or even like the yearbook example, like something, just seeing back some kind of feedback about what does this girl think of me. It is exhilaratingly like just tantalizing. I look forward to it so much.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, mine is kind of
doubt.
adjacent to that. I mean, all these are pretty similar, but I was going to say, when Scott said Halloween, it made me think of Valentine's Day at school.
Sure.
With all the
Yes,
boxes.
dude.
You're so excited to debut your box that your mom slaved over all night.
Oh, yeah.
And then also just like, what am I going to get today?
And like, because you always, at least we did, I don't know about you, but like I would always get like from Walmart, you could just get like the packs of Valentines, like
Yeah.
you fold over and you put a piece of
But
candy
there were
in the
some that
middle.
are like better than others, and I
Yeah.
would save those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was always like one big one. I feel like.
Yeah. Like, I'm not giving that to like Ethan.
No way. Ethan's a jerk, dude.
Yeah, no, like definitely the girls are getting like the best Valentine's.
Right.
ever.
Like I always got like basketball players like
Yeah.
as mine. And I would be like, I mean, I got to give her, I got to go for
Vince Carter, probably.
Vince Carter, maybe Tracy McGrady.
I'll go Steve Nash for Ashton.
No way Keith Van Horn. Like she's better than that. Glenn Rice, get him out of there. Yeah, something like that. And of course the girl has no idea who this person on there is.
It means nothing to her. She's been into Scott the whole time anyway.
Yeah, could have given her Carrie Kittles and she would have not been the wiser. So anyway, that's a great answer. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's fun. Honorable mention for me. Oh yeah, I said kids or rich kids birthday party, but also the first day of school.
Really? I had
Yeah,
the thought of, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It doesn't, I don't think it makes the top four necessarily, but it wasn't something I dreaded. It was like, this is going to be kind of nice. New teacher, new seating arrangement, new kids have moved in. I love the change.
Yeah, I was going to say the first, like when you realize, when you see who your class is. Because at least for us, we had 4 classes
and your
per
teacher
grade.
and your teacher.
Yeah. And it's like, let's exchange who's like, I mean, that's one of those like high risk, high reward kind of things though. Like,
It's like, this is going to be a brutal 9 months.
yes,
Miss
100%.
Cogdill?
Like, Scott, have we ever been, were we ever in the same, no, we were in the same kindergarten class, but I don't know if we were ever in the same, no, we were in first and second grade. Were you Miss Meyer?
Soap?
Yeah, I was with Miss Meyer first and second grade, and I thought there was one other
No, I don't think so.
other grade that we had the same teacher. But we definitely had classes together, like at junior high and high school, though.
Yeah. But like 3rd through 6th was a drought,
Dang.
Who are your teachers? Do
I
you
had
remember 3rd through
Ballinger,
6th?
Coulter, Giffen, and Roberts. And I'll tell you who you had real quick. You had,
Oh my God.
well, actually, 3rd grade, did you have Miss Hetherington?
No, I had Mowry. Wasn't that her name?
Yeah, Miss Mowry, and then you had Mrs. Crooks. And then you had
Chase, and then Hannah.
Chase and Hannah. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Impressive, boys.
I could have told them.
I can't believe I remembered that. Wow. I knew you would, but I can't believe I did.
All right, that's a fun little thing. Any other honorable mentions? Anything else come to mind?
I had one, but I
had a
can't.
few.
It already escaped. Go ahead, Scott.
Mine, I had like visiting certain family members or seeing certain family members.
Yeah, I thought about the
Like whether they
grandparents
came to you
sleepover.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah, or like I had my cousins on my dad's side that lived in Utah. I didn't see them very much, but when I did, I truly was like more excited for that vacation than anything. Like going out to their house in Utah, they had like a basketball court and a trampoline and all this fun stuff. And
That's
I
true. Yeah.
really look forward to seeing them.
Going to the Fulbright's house was like, oh, that's gonna be fun.
They had some cool stuff.
They had
Yeah.
video games that I didn't have.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they have video games. Yeah, they have a trampoline. They might have a swimming pool.
They had like a big screen TV. Like I'd never seen one of those before.
Right.
It was huge.
high speed internet. Sam Donner had high speed internet.
DSL. Yeah.
That's good. The only other thing
And then my last one is a little deep, Something I look forward to as a kid is I always look forward to getting older. And now that I'm old, I just wish I could be a kid again.
That is deep, and that is,
you're very kid-like, though. You're hanging on to it better than most people.
You're very youthful. Wow, you really did look forward to getting older, huh?
BKE, big kid energy. That's what I like to bring.
Absolutely. That's why you're still slinging Twinkies, you know? That's something I looked forward to as a kid was lunchtime, I'll tell you that. Right?
Oh, man.
I did look forward to PE. That's another, like, just micro version of field day, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially when because, like, do you remember, like, you would ask the other kids in other classes that already went to PE?
What
that
do you guys
day,
do at PE today?
What'd you guys do? And they would say, you remember Jedi, Scott? It was kind of like Capture the Flag, or what's the other one? Kind of like Capture the Flag, but, like, you could move around. It was like dodgeball version.
Fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah,
Like, we played Jedi today. It's like,
I'm familiar.
Anyway. Cool, man. Well, thank you for hopping on here, Scotty. This is always a pleasure.
Yeah. I'll get you in the studio soon.
Hey, it's great to be back. It was funny. I was listening to that clip yesterday that I messaged you guys about, Jake, where you're laughing at Brad with the 8 out of 10 stat, and it's just like, I don't know why it just hit me harder than any of the other episodes. And I was like, I feel like if I was in studio for that, I would be crying laughing because I basically was.
Yeah, I mean, I was losing it by
like,
myself, so we would have been like just rolling off of each other.
Do you have any hot takes now,
It just
Scott?
basically hit me. It basically just hit me. I was like, man, I miss being in studio with those guys, and I have to reiterate to Timon to understand how good he has it because he's got all the equipment in the world.
I know
He's not using a ThinkPad and a janky mic. He's got all the power. So
That's
Timon needs to appreciate the life of luxury that he has there.
He does. Do you have any hot takes for us? Any controversial topics that we can riff on once you're gone off the phone?
Yeah, like WNBA or no more school.
I'm on the road right now, and I see a shop called Muddy River Tactical. It's a gun shop. So,
okay.
Oh,
You want to go down that road?
That'll get us demonetized
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Well,
Otherwise,
I know
think
that's tough. That's a tough thing to. Yeah.
I'm about to drive by a police station too.
Oh, okay.
You can
Okay,
throw that
yeah,
out
yeah.
We do that.
Guns and police. Let's
George,
just
George Floyd. Let's go.
let's go ahead and hit all the the hot topics.
All right, go enjoy your haircut. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Boyd. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Love you, Scotty.
Cool. We'll see you
buddy.
soon. Peace.
All right, love you, brother. See ya.
See ya.
What a guy.
That was fun. I'm glad we got that working, and it was fun. I love that Timon's like, I don't even know what s'mores are. Like, I don't even know what are you guys talking about? Like, what do you need me? Like, what am I doing here?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, do the order.
Do the order of s'mores.
Like the
S'mores order.
Smarter.
Brad, what's going on next to you on your microphone?
This is a book right here.
Jake, you idiot. That's a book. They're literally
It's a
sponsoring the
spine.
episode. How do you not
there's
know?
a spine on my side. Maybe you can't see. Whoa, what is that?
Every time I try to set up that, what? They literally...
We talked about we're doing
this.
an ad for Elizabeth Virgil's book Rescue. We talked about how we're going to do it in the middle of the
Dude,
episode.
It's so unprofessional.
Dude, like,
How do you
gosh,
not know what that is?
Edit this out, Timon. This is a book.
You
Remember?
literally sat it there.
We
to
talked about
say-
it. We talked, like, Rachel and Catherine have read this book. It's a great.
Dude, I don't know why I don't know why I couldn't remember what a book was in that moment. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not any book, though.
Oh, it's not?
It's Rescued by Elizabeth Virgil.
Elizabeth
Abused but not
Virgil.
abandoned. Did I say that weird? It's Rescued by Elizabeth Virgil.
It's pretty simple.
Really, it's called Arrested by Elizabeth Virgil. Really,
That's
I
what
mean,
she wants the ad read to be.
hey guys,
Kinda discombobulated it all.
this is, this is a bus, and in the bus there's headers, and you read a bus,
Up to down, left
and
to right.
there's letters, and a bunch of letters took up and put in the words, and then there's sentences, and there's some good sentences in this book. Okay, this book has incredible sentences, and when you put those sentences together, big old sentences, small sentences. They're called paragraphs. And then paragraphs together make one big chatters. And then chatters make a whole book. And this book is called Rescued by Elizabeth Virgil.
Timon's ready to have this be his homeschool from now on. He's like, this is great. I'm listening to everything when you talk like this.
Okay, everybody pound. Everybody
Pow. That is really funny. Yeah,
Rescued!
Rescued Elizabeth Virgil. She has been one of our biggest fans for years and years. And
If you've ever, seen anything we've posted, you've probably seen an Elizabeth Virgil comment below.
yeah, She's
That's a very positive, nice thing we that she says all the time.
And she wrote a book. She's very transparent and vulnerable in her story, not only in the book, but even just like, I feel like we've DM'd before, and she's talked about stuff even publicly in comment sections of like her life and her kind of story of being in an abusive relationship, and funny and cool enough. I'm actually in the book because for some reason or another, the way that Trey and I were able to communicate in our Do Less, God Bless podcast, which we just started to like have something to do during COVID. It might have been only started just to help Elizabeth out. It's really cool. You should check out why that was so impactful for her. And it just kind of, showed her that good guys are out there. And anyway, she's got a really cool story. I've read probably half of it, I would say. Rachel and Catherine have each read it. It's a really easy read. It's
Catherine read it in one sitting.
Yeah, it's like 89 pages. You read it in a couple hours, and it's fun. I love that the ladies in our life are like, oh yeah, I'll read this. And
yeah, absolutely. Let me read the description that she gave us. It says the book explores the psyche of a woman living in abuse, but then tells the miraculous story of how God rescued her. Elizabeth shares her real life experience and struggle with suicidal thoughts and abuse to help recognize red flags in the lives of those around you, or for anyone living in abuse to know that they're not alone. This book was written to give you hope that just as Jesus didn't abandon Elizabeth in the dark times, he won't abandon you. This is one of those things that's like, it's good for people both, in potentially similar situations, but it's also good for people not in those situations, because so much of it that's really interesting to me is like, she had people in her lives that just didn't recognize what was going on. And so this would help, those people recognize those things, help somebody who you might know that might be struggling with this thing. So
totally.
One in 3 women in America experience some kind of domestic violence. So the sad reality is, if you're not living through it, you probably know someone who is.
That is
crazy. We want to do something about it. Elizabeth wrote this book. She wants to do something about it. So she has a website here. It's pastorsagainstabuse.us. Pastorsagainstabuse.us. The book's $15, but you can use the code GHOSTIE right now. GHOSTIE, GHOSTIE, for 20% off. So
$3 off.
That's good math right there.
Might as well. And I did like she said this. She said, even though it is a heavy topic, you will not finish this book feeling sad and depressed.
If you know Elizabeth, you know that she
Joyful
has the
woman.
joy of the Lord in her, for sure. So
it's
thank
fun.
you. Thank
fun
you to Elizabeth.
Wanted to sponsor, or you.
Thanks for listening to this book.
Yeah, it's our favorite when ghosties themselves want to sponsor the podcast, and we want to do our best to highlight whatever their product or service is. And so, check out Elizabeth and support us, support her.
Pastorsagainstabuse.us.
Link in description as well.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Brad, what's our next Fusion Wednesday?
Let's go for some voice memes.
Great.
Some VMs.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, Jake. It's Knack.
Knack backs.
Yeah, so everyone should
You
get
say,
a
"Hey, Jake."
colonoscopy, I think between the ages of 45 and 75.
Okay.
It's like preventative screening.
Who's this from? Cool.
Male and female, it doesn't matter. But if you have a history of colon cancer, like in my family, I think it's like 10 years before the person in your family got colon cancer. So if they got it at like 50, you should get it at like 40. That's off the top of my head, not my area of specialty. But yeah, don't be afraid. There's a lot of ways to make it more pleasurable for you and your doctor. My father-in-law, his friend, it was his colonoscopist's birthday, so he wrote happy birthday on his hindquarters. There's a lot of ways to make it fun. Okay. Don't be afraid. Bye.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
What a fun way to end a phone call. Don't be afraid.
All right.
Bye.
Don't be afraid. Out of context.
Don't live in fear. See ya.
Yeah, man. So it sounds good. Let's meet tonight at 6. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Okay, don't be afraid. See ya.
All right. God is bigger than your superstition, so don't be afraid. Bye.
God's bigger than the boogeyman. See ya. Don't be afraid.
I love Knack. He's the man. Hopefully we get to see him again out on the road. But that's great. A lot of ways to make it. What else can we think of? Other ways to make it more fun for you or them or anyone else?
I think this is a simple one, but just wearing an extra pair of pants.
Like take off jeans.
It's like, okay, go ahead and remove your pants, and you remove them, and then there's just jeans underneath. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, never go anywhere without them.
Yeah, just you don't double layer on jeans on and things like this.
It's cold outside.
I thought the X-rays like lead poisoning and stuff. I was worried about it, so I just doubled up. Have some sweatpants on, and then you'd pull them down, and you got some dungarees on underneath.
Having words on your cheeks is pretty funny too, because also like he couldn't have written that himself either. Like someone else was in on it. Like they had to write it.
That's true. Yeah,
that's pretty great. Double 2-ply on your pants.
I don't know what else.
I mean, the only thing I think of is more like, I think every time I use a bidet, I think it's the, what do they call it? The gateway drug, the gateway device. Every day I use a bidet, I get closer and closer to thinking, what's the big deal?
Yeah. Bidet is like a 1/16 colonoscopy.
It's the airsoft gun to a rifle.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's like, it might
the airsoft to the Air 15.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, very good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it might sting a little, but it's not penetrating, right?
No, it is not.
Whereas colonoscopy, straight through you.
Yeah.
Straight through you.
Right through. That's fun, Nick.
Straight through you.
Straight through you. So, anyway, that's fun. Yeah, I think a while ago we asked him, because we were talking about it. I had some fact really, really wrong, and...
Oh, it was like, I don't think everyone needs a colonoscopy. I was like,
I don't know what I was thinking of.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing you get when you turn a certain age.
Yeah.
Thanks, Knack.
Votes out.
Thanks for being a doctor.
Appreciate you.
Protecting us.
Next one's from Haley.
Hey, Jake and Brad. It's us, the Hutchins sisters. This is Haley. Hi, I'm Anna. For the first time, we're in the car. Just kidding. We've been in the car before. For the first time ever, I played pickleball, and we encountered a pickle snob, if you will. Anna, you want to tell us a little more about that?
I'd love to. So we were playing pickleball, just having fun. We didn't really know the rules, but it was a grand time. Then someone from the Chapel Hill pickleball team came over and joined our game.
Yep.
And then proceeded to tell us that we were really amateur players, which we kind of already knew.
Sure.
But then he insisted, sorry, it was our turn. Okay, then he insisted that we use his pickleball because it was a real one.
Which we had a pickleball and they looked the same.
They were both yellow. His was just more neon.
What's a real pickleball?
We love the podcast.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say there is a difference between pickleballs, and once you get used to the quote unquote correct one, and then you play with like the indoor one, it does bother you.
Sure, but if you're playing with people who are clearly playing for the first time,
I
would
don't be
never
a dork. That's
Yeah,
a dork
correct them or tell them. I know it would help. If we use this ball,
because that ball, the outdoor ball is harder to use.
Probably it's a little faster.
It's less forgiving.
Yeah, it just cracks easier. It's like use the indoor ball. It's gonna last you. Why not? Who cares? That's so funny. I also like the way they were very like, Anna, do you want to tell them about that? Yes, thank you. They really passed it off to each other well.
Let's take this over to Anna now for the full story.
She's also in a car for the first time.
Thanks, Haley. I'm here in the passenger seat, and you wouldn't believe what happened in Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill Pickleball Club. Yeah, that is too bad. I think there are a lot of pickle snobs. My Facebook feed, I'm in like a couple pickleball Facebook groups, and they always suggest things to me. And Facebook will say like, "Do you want to see less of this?" And I'm always tempted, but it's fascinating, dude, because it skews so old, and they're weird folks, dude. Like if I just get on my Facebook right now, I'm sure it'll be at the top.
They're bonkers about it. They're bonkers.
Very top of my Facebook. I just open Facebook. It's always pickleball, and just this guy just writing like this, just blog.
Whoa.
Game changer alert. And then we'll just post like his thoughts on like, I suggest we watch squash players' footwork as this was the perfect position to be in rather than the back foot slide. I gave it some thought, but I put it on the back burner. It's like they will just comment everything you're thinking.
That's a long post.
And then other people will say like, disagree, moving on. And then he'll reply to it and be like, well, if you don't like it, you don't have to read. And it's just such a contentious, like these old people in pickleball. It is not like the best community.
Well, it's just funny because pickleball, I feel like they are still like super like, we are the pioneers of this thing.
Yeah.
No one else knows about it. This is amazing. And therefore I'm really good at it because I'm like pretty new to this thing. And so there's a little bit of elitism that way too.
I remember when pickleball got on CBS, Stephen Colbert did that thing, and the pickleball Facebook groups are just firing like, this isn't even real pickleball. I mean, Emma Watson barely knows how to play. And this is how they show our sport. We finally get on CBS.
What do they do? Just like play it on the Colbert Show?
No, it's like one of those like special one-time events they do. Like, do you remember when like Steph Curry did the like putt thing for just like one night? It's like a one night only event, prime time.
Okay.
So they just had a bunch of celebrities play pickleball. Will Ferrell was there.
Oh, really?
And I guess it just wasn't high level pickleball. And the boomers were so peeved about it.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, we finally are on CBS and this is what they show.
They're using an outdoor ball inside. Interesting. That's funny.
This is just a great example too. So this guy's thread is all about, I don't know, positioning or something. And so he posted like, this is how it should be. and he just replies that
Multiple times.
to every comment. He just replies the same.
He's got
photo.
that ammo. He wants to use it. Yeah.
It's on there again. They're just
Like 5 times right
oh
there.
my gosh, it just keeps going. It's everywhere. This is a visual joke, but it is good if you can see it on YouTube.
I mean, at least 9 times right there.
yeah, it's just funny. So pickleball's weird.
It was
Sorry
funny.
about the snobs.
Yeah, we don't have to get too deep into the pickleball thing, but I did talk to Scott and you. I was like, I feel like if once pickleball starts making enough money, all these people who are professional pickleball players right now are going to get, left in the dust because people that aren't that good at tennis, but they're pro tennis players are going to be like, well, I can make a bunch of money playing pickleball instead.
Totally.
It's
I mean,
just gonna be
Tyson
very
McGuffin
interesting.
has gone on record saying once tennis players get in here, we're all done for.
We're done. Yeah.
Because they're just naturally more talented.
You said there was a story of a guy like a couple of weeks ago who was like a college D1 tennis player.
He was a mediocre.
And he wasn't even that good. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like not a stand-up by any means. I don't know
Hadn't
if he
even
ever lettered.
Played pickleball before, or like not much at least, and like entered his first tournament ever.
First pro tournament, and he got second.
Yeah.
In singles.
Crazy.
So it's like that shows you where pickleball's at.
Yeah.
At the singles levels, because singles is more like tennis. Doubles is kind of its own sport.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, tennis players could come in and dominate singles pickleball if they want to.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, tennis players,
Yeah.
think about it.
Think about it. Anyway, that's been pickleball. Let's do one more.
Great.
Voice memo. You go with that, Brad?
Yep.
Don't say you're good with it. You're not good with it, Brad.
I'm good with it.
All right.
I'd even do 2.
Brad says
Hey,
he's good
Jake and
with
Brad.
it. Hey.
My name's Alden Cronin. From North Andover, Massachusetts. I'm 13 years old, but I think I have a record for your podcast. I've listened to each episode maybe like
Get there.
9 times, I want to say.
9 times.
Which I know it seems like a lot. It seems like I might be exaggerating, but I honestly don't think I am because I probably listen to at least 2 episodes a day, and I've been listening to your podcast for a very long time.
Awesome.
But
We should utilize
my
it.
question is, how did you meet all your friends? Like, how did you meet Harrison? How did you meet Gunnar? How did you meet Esther? How did you meet
Esther.
just all the guys? But
All the boys.
thank you so much. Your podcast is really awesome, and that's all the time I have.
Thanks, Alden.
And I got to run. Don't be afraid. Bye.
Don't be afraid. I like getting voice memos from people who've listened to it 9 times because part of me is like, surely we've told how we met Gunnar before, but if he's listened 9 times, he would probably know.
I guess we haven't. And that is so fun. He's listened 9 times. Alden, thank you. That is
Yeah,
so
man.
cool. Thanks
Really
for
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just rapid fire. We met as a lot of it's through Kanakuk / K-Life.
Yeah.
Right. Especially those 3 examples. So Esther, we met through she was a volunteer at K-Life when Jake and Catherine worked there. Gunnar was a volunteer at K-Life, and then his now wife lived next door to Jake for a while,
I met them years before that, though.
working at Kanakuk.
Yeah. I met a Gunnar at a dumpster. We were both throwing away things at the same
That's right.
time, and
Yeah.
it was really fun. And I drove away, and I was like, I like that guy. This is going to sound weird to say, but I feel like I hit it off with that guy. And then the audio just kind of cut out. I don't know exactly what you heard, but yeah, basically met Gunnar at a dumpster. He's the man. And then met Emily maybe like a year before that. I went to a date party at Oklahoma State with the Pi Phis.
Oh yeah.
And Emily and her twin sister were in there, and we met there.
Harrison, we met through working at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, when
We didn't work there. He did.
as he was moving up here, I feel like people in our life, like Will Severance, was like, hey, you got to be friends with this guy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Awesome.
So that was great. We got set up with a friend.
Isaac, we met through K-Life. He was a K-Life kid. He was like a 7th grader probably when I met him. I remember he was dunking. I mean, he had the craziest, he still does have amazing vertical leap.
Yeah.
So he was just doing these crazy things. You could tell the chicks were digging it.
The chicks. I met Peter on the intramural football field at SBU.
Okay.
We played against each other
How'd
a
he
few
do?
times.
He was a little spazzy.
His team was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good team.
Peter worked with Catherine, and so that's when I met them together at K-Life.
Do you remember meeting Scott?
Yeah, I do. Actually, pretty genuinely, I remember we were in the cafeteria line together, and he turned around to me and he said, "Do you want to be my friend?"
Oh yeah,
Genuinely. Like, I think
you
it was
said
that.
Yeah.
It was that sweet and that quick and innocent, and I was like, "Yes." And
yes, thank you.
we were ever since then. We were, little man and big man together.
Don't be afraid.
Yep. So I do remember meeting Scott.
I met Scott because we needed an extra for like rec basketball. You're like, I can text my buddy Scott.
Oh yeah, he was pumped about it. He loved it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
started it all. I met Luke Hoagland. I've told the story before, but by just making eye contact at Pilgrim Coffee at the same time, we were sitting kind of diagonally from each other.
Yep.
Both look up from our computer at the same time. What's up, dude?
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I think I've seen you around here before.
You
Yeah,
look
what's your name?
familiar, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've had like 50 mutual friends and just became friends
Wow.
ever since. Now he's at my wedding.
Yeah, I used to go to basketball games and watch Luke Hoagland's older brother play basketball.
He's pretty athletic.
Lay the South. Yeah, way better than Luke.
Better than freaking Luke.
Anybody else? Any regulars?
Met Garrett Gibson at college. Do you remember meeting Garrett?
I'm trying to remember. I think maybe at the casino. We went to the casino.
Oh, that's fun.
It might have been there. Yeah, I bet it was.
I met
Garrett and John.
Alex Dimchek the very first day of Welcome Week of SBU.
I forgot he went to SBU.
Yeah.
That's how you guys originally were friends, huh?
Yeah, became really tight. Then he moved on, but he was back in town this week. I got to hang out with him. Rachel and I went out to dinner, and then you saw him the next morning at the gym.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It was so fun.
Small world.
Yeah, it was great. We talked to him for a while. And Aaron, his wife, if you're listening, hit us up sometime talk about homeschooling.
Oh, yeah,
She's
they're into it.
interested. Yeah. So,
I met Aaron on a roof of a house. Fun fact. Aaron Critchfield
really?
in Columbia, Missouri.
How'd you get up there? Ladder?
Jumped. Just freaking jumped.
Just parkoured that thing?
Anyway, I like that question. That was kind of fun to think back to.
Origin stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more. Let us know if there's more. Alden, you want to know about?
Let us know. All right, next segment, Brad. What do you want?
Let's do a little GOC, Ghosties on a Couch.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
GOAC, GOAC. Dominic wants to know how to hit on someone you don't know super well over text, but in a cool way.
I see you don't know them super well, and you're texting.
Yeah, and then he also says, or just figure out how to get them to like you. How to hit on someone you don't know super well over text, but in a cool way. Well, you and I know this a little bit. You don't think Timon knows a little bit better than us, though, right? How to do this?
I mean, he's got both of his hands up.
Timon's like, please tell him. No, we won't put you on the spot. Unless do you have anything, Timon?
He's gonna say,
I don't.
trigger. Yeah.
Trigger.
Just
Don't be yourself.
tried and true. Just trigger. How to hit on someone you don't know super well over text, but in a cool way.
I don't be funny.
Be funny. Give us a funny text.
I mean, it's all contextual. Just like you got to establish some inside jokes, and then don't hit on them too much, but just I don't know, be funny, but don't send a lot of ha-has and LOLs.
No?
Be confident in yourself.
Okay, I was a
Be
big
confident in your sarcasm.
I was a big smiley face guy.
Gross, dude.
No, what's wrong with smiley faces?
With the honeys, you throw the emoticons in there.
No, not emojis. Literally just the.
That's what I'm saying. Emoticons.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Colon, close parenthesis.
Yep. Only that one though.
You started eyes first and then smile. Because that's how I
yeah,
feel. Like, we got to start with the eyes.
Of course.
They're the groin of the face. Let's
Yes.
start with them. And
Of
then,
course.
what face is going to be? Smiley.
Yeah, when you smile first and then eyes, it always just looks like a frown face to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And it ain't
Don't-
right. It's not how God
honestly,
intended it.
Red flag right there.
Yeah, there you go.
No, thank you.
If you don't take nothing away, do colon and then parenthesis.
Huge smiley face guy.
And that'll be cool.
Probably over emphasize the smiley, and not even just like in a flirtatious way. Just I was a smiley face guy. I just like having being happy.
They're not bad.
Yeah. So, but I'm not a big emoji guy.
No.
I'm getting there.
It's amazing watching Rachel text her girls versus how she texts me.
Really?
Night and day. The girls love the emojis.
Yeah, Catherine. Yeah, I remember back in the day, back when she was good with the iPhone, she would be like, look at these hilarious emojis and like think how funny she is, just carefully curating these emojis.
Interesting.
And I was like, I see those really quickly, and
I'm not thinking about them.
Yep.
They're not words. They're not letters.
There's
Not
no-
letters or words.
there's no smiley emoticon on there. So.
Hope that helped.
Yeah, figure out how to get them to like you. The inside joke thing is the most practical thing I could tell, or I could say as well. I think it's just that's everything. It's just like having an inside joke that you can always fall back on and just having some kind of like pattern of an excuse to text them. That's the only thing I can think of is like it's an excuse because we're playing this texting game where I give you a random fact about me and then you give me a random fact about you. And then we have inside jokes about that. And then I respond to those things you say. And
Yeah.
smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
Smiley.
Yeah.
Ask questions until she gives you a funny answer. Then there's your joke.
There's your joke. Tom B wants to know how to get middle schoolers to stop bullying you as a 23-year-old. Timon?
Hopefully he's a teacher.
Yeah, or the
Youth
church,
pastor.
church helper. How do you get middle school? I would say
Bully them back.
I would say meet them where they are in the sense of like Yeah, bully them back, first of all. You have so much clout over them. Like, you literally are stronger than them. Like, physically,
You should be.
push them on the ground, first of all.
I'm in charge.
Second of all, while they're on the ground, just say some, like, really, really bullying things.
Messed up stuff. Not even about them. Moms, dads, siblings. Nothing's off limits. The car that they got dropped off in.
Oh, yeah.
A Ford Windstar?
Like, was that thing still have hubcaps? You couldn't afford rims? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ford Windstar, one sliding door. Oh my gosh, what is this? 1996? And they're like, I don't know, I wasn't born yet. And they're like, ah, dang it.
Okay. Okay. We're fine.
Okay. And just try to be exactly like them. That's what I think. That's what I've noticed. Like, if you are not dressing exactly like them, if you are not grittying all the time,
Yes, dude.
you know, if you're not just like subconsciously flossing while you're in line,
That's kind of why you're talking. So tonight we're going to be in 1 Peter chapter 15.
Yeah, if you're not TikToking, if you're not, Friday fit check.
I think
like
an
that.
easy thing that will, not only will the children like it, but like some of the older leaders in the church will like, is kind of get down, sit them, in a small group, like, what's going on with Addison Rae?
Yeah.
Right? Like, Is Charlie falling off? Have any of you guys watch the D'Amelio show? Stuff like that. Like talk about TikTok drama.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You need to find your own version of the stimp thing in golf that I found. You need to do that with these middle school kids.
As much as you can be dressing, acting, and talking like them, you're going to be fine.
Yes.
Use the words they use.
A few more here.
Have Riz with them. All
Yes,
right,
Riz. No, yeah. Say Riz over. Like Riz can. So that's the cool thing. I don't know.
You can't say Riz too much.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if Tom knows about Riz, but Riz is like one of those words. I forget what exactly the definition or the term is, but it's a noun, a verb, an adjective, a pronoun, and an adverb.
Yes, an onomatopoeia, I believe.
Onomatopoeia. It's an onomatopoeia. And so you can literally say it for anything. You can be like, yo, that Riz is Riz.
Or you just call him like, hey, well, if it isn't Riz.
Hey, we risen.
Your mom's poor.
We risen later. Yeah, we risen later. Ford Windstar.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, blue jeans. Where you leave the Riz at home?
That actually works.
Yeah, that was on accident.
On Riz. That was on Riz.
That's on Riz.
And it can be positive or negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that facts or is that Riz?
Yeah. Is that Riz or is that Cap? Like either way, you're going to sound cool doing it. All right, Tom? It's fun having time in here for like just like
a little validation.
Yeah, immediate validation.
This is
like,
dumb.
Man, you guys are old. All right. Dave C wants to know, we'll move on from that. Dave C wants to know, what are some good tips or ideas for professional networking?
Oh, I different question.
Yeah, I default to an introverted personality, but I recognize that being able to meet new people and grow relationships can be extremely valuable in the workplace. Valuable. You both seem to do well at this, so I was wondering if you have any basic things that you could consciously try to do when making new connections.
First thing that comes to mind, let's say you are more naturally introverted and not like, okay, I'm not just going to sit down and have a beer with a guy for 45 minutes. That's not my thing. So what you can't do with, outgoingness, maybe, I think you make up for in thoughtfulness. Like it's going to exhaust you to talk to this guy for more than 5 minutes. But if you can remember a couple different things about him, connect on just a couple things, get his email, get his number, you follow up, wait a while, and then you remember something specific you talked about, show that you're thoughtful, guy, girl, whatever. I think like, oh, that stands out to me. He remembers this.
That's a good word. And like, at least personally for me, yeah, I think that's great. And
Thanks.
I'll add to that of like, in that thoughtful thing, make it a little bit longer than you think you need to, potentially. Like make it like
the follow-up or the initial?
The follow-up.
Yeah.
Like email or text is what I'm imagining in my head. Like that shows to me that, oh, you might have only taken 5 minutes to talk to me, but you took 10 minutes to write
type this email. Yeah.
And like, that's very intentional. And that shows me something about their character of like, oh, this guy's legit. This guy's, intentional with his words. This guy is, somebody who's going to follow up. And I don't know. It just
this guy doesn't meet
shows
people
me something
often.
personally. Yeah. It just shows me something about their personality though, of like, okay, they're trustworthy. I think for whatever reason that feels trustworthy to me when somebody does that.
It's like a long, but not like a copy pasted email or text or whatever. It's like, this is written for me.
Yeah. That's a good, I think that's great. Cool.
Cool.
Let's do a few more.
Okay.
Allie Ray, that's the TikTok girl that you're talking about with the D'Amelios.
Yeah, I think so.
Allison Ray.
Yeah. She's got the podcast with her mom on Spotify.
Allison Ray wants to know unconventional ways to find a husband. She's already tried her hand at husband calling the way they do at Iowa State Fair, but no luck.
unconventional ways to find
Unconventional
husband.
ways.
So she tried the conventional route.
The conventional
husband
route.
calling. That didn't work. Unconventional ways. Bake sale.
Oh my gosh, yes. Lemonade stand even.
Cake walk.
Okay.
They should have to do
Ring
it with-
toss. It's something at the yeah. It's still something in the state fair. You need to go to the Iowa State Fair.
like the thing where you
World's
see
strongest man. Yeah.
what is it? However that's called.
But don't. Hey, if he's too high or too low, you don't go for him. Only go for people like 5 out of 7 on the scale.
Ring toss. Yeah, just carnival games.
Yeah.
Ferris wheel rides.
Work the carnival.
Honestly, yeah, Ferris wheel rides. Just buy unlimited tickets and just go. I mean, there's your speed dating.
Yeah.
Just
fun.
go on Ferris wheel rides. Co-ed only.
Just go around and be like, I got a token for this thing. You want to join?
You want to be my token date?
And Ferris wheel ride, minimum 6 minutes, maximum probably 10, right?
Yeah, go out, find a county fair with a short Ferris wheel. If it goes well, you could follow up. If not, you're not committed to too much.
If it goes wheel.
Yeah, wheelie well.
That went really well.
Honestly, I like the Ferris wheel idea. We talk enough, we'll find it.
I
We'll find the right idea.
like that idea with my friends. Like we should. I'm serious. Real quick. Let's.
Hey, you mind if I be dead serious real quick?
Do you mind if I just get like really personal and real quick? Real. I like the idea of getting 20 friends together that we haven't like hung out that intentionally, and we just interchange Ferris wheels and we just have conversations 6 minutes at a time.
Like metaphorical Ferris wheels?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
I want to actually go to the fair.
Actually,
be
that is kinda
outside.
fun.
Fairs always mean warm weather. It sounds great.
Let's call him out right now. Scott Caldwell.
Yeah.
Calvin Beck. I'd like to ride a Ferris wheel with you.
The Duckworths.
Yes.
Harrison and Abby.
Yes.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Say Catherine. Catherine.
Say Catherine.
Hey, say Catherine, please. Yeah.
Bo. I would like to just me and Bo on a Ferris wheel.
Dude, I would love for Bo to interchange Ferris wheels with other people too. Like that would be an amazing way to teach him some social skills. And
Honestly, yeah.
have some conversation.
One in
with
every
different
6
people.
is a rando. They've been vetted, but it's just like, Bo, let's see how you can do.
You know what? Let's get some, segregation. No,
Sorry?
What's the opposite of segregation?
Integration.
Let's get some integration there. Let's have Matt Ford come. Okay.
Okay.
Hattie was a little bit scared of Matt because she didn't see very many black people. I don't want Bo to feel the same way.
Yeah, that was too bad.
Yeah. Matt's also just a scary looking guy.
No, he's not.
He is 6'6" with like massive cornrows. Dreadlocks.
You know
it
who
called?
else? You know who else had hair? I can't reach him. Moses is back there.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed that.
Okay.
One more with you got your eyes on?
Yeah, let's see. Let me do 2 because this one's a quick, simple one. Lauren from Iowa, Bible study or devotional for men/husbands/fathers. I'm just looking for a devotional resource for my husband to help him dig more deeply into the word with a focus on being a husband and father. I don't have one specifically for that, but I have one that I really, really like. And if you remember Garrett Perkins on the podcast a long time ago,
First ever guest.
yeah, he and his company do something called Sola Journals, SOLA, and it just stands for Sola Scriptura. Just like literally, they're just devotionals, but it's talking about the patience of God, the grace of God, the sovereignty of God, and all it is like it uses Scripture for you to study Scripture, and it's really, really cool, and it's been really effective for me. So that's my answer on that is Sola Journals, SOLA.
Good.
And then this one, let's see, Demetrius DeMarcus Bartholomew James III Jr.
Hilarious.
When do I have enough financial security to quit my job? I'm doing a side hustle and it could produce very good income, but I'm not sure when to go full time.
I think that you should answer this one. Because you have done this.
Let's like mathematical, just practical answer is if you have 6 months worth of like, if you don't make money for 6 months and you can survive and you're excited about doing this, then do it.
Yeah.
I think anybody that's asking this question like this is probably responsible enough where in 5 months, if they haven't made $1, they could go find
Start
another
looking.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's what I always kind of lean back on is like, I could find a good enough job out there that would make me enough money and have a career.
Ferris wheel worker.
Ferris wheel worker.
Ring toss worker.
The goldfish, ping pong ball and a goldfish.
The
Jar.
impossible to make the basketball hoop shot worker.
Yep. Those like clown looking troll things that you hit over with the
Yes. Big Bertha, I think it's
ball.
called.
Big Bertha.
Impossible to balance on that like ladder rope worker.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. I bet you were pretty good at that back in the day.
I don't know if I ever tried it. I think I was just told like, oh, that's a sucker's game. Don't do it. So I said, okay.
That's the whole fair. Yeah, I think that's the simple answer is just if you have enough like security outside of, making the money for your job. And I think the big thing, I don't know if you're married, Demetrius, but you make sure your wife is on board and she's supportive, because it is not fun. I mean, I can't imagine, because Catherine has been very supportive the whole time, but I would imagine it would not be fun if she's not really on board and then all of a sudden things are going sideways and she's like, then there's like strife that way. So,
Demetrius, Barthol, if you're not married, do it. Get after it. I'm such a product of like taking chances when I was young and single, and now I'm to the point, I'm a little more tied down to things, but I'm so happy with where I'm at. I want to be tied down to the things I'm tied down to, because I took chances when I was younger, when I knew I had like the privilege to do so.
Good word.
Thanks.
Bonus question real quick. Steve Triplett wants to know how to tell my son he's adopted. Oh, wait, Steve Triplett. That's your, oh my gosh.
He's joking. He's joking around.
Time, do you have something? No? Yeah, I think he's joking around.
That's probably like
Wait,
a bachelor party group text.
Sorry, I just got a text from, don't read that one. Oh, okay. Sorry, dude.
He probably doesn't mean literally adopted.
Like, yeah, adopted in the kingdom.
Like, yes, like I've adopted you like into like, we want to pay for the rehearsal dinner.
Like, he's like really giving you guys, like,
I've adopted you into my budget.
Yeah, it's got to be, brother.
Because you could be pregnant with like emotion.
Uh-huh.
So people use words like with kids going in and out all the time, metaphorically.
Yeah.
Oh, we conceived last night.
How do we even know
a new idea?
How do we even know this is the real Steve Triplett, too? Like,
that's the thing. Anyone could have said that.
And is he the only one in America?
I don't.
No. His real name's Steven, right? So it's not.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
Real quick on the topic of my mom's husband, Steve. No, but I was thinking about him recently. Like, I don't know if your guys' dads, well, no, your dad is the sweetest man on earth, but I grew up, my dad was so sarcastic, but at the same time, I think he's very like humble and self-deprecating and, was very funny. But so this kind of, it came out in certain ways. So one, for instance, I remember like I'd be good at sports as a kid, and my dad would be like, I don't know where you get it from. I was a terrible high school athlete, and so I just believed him. I was like, wow, that is crazy. I guess it's my grandpa or something.
Must be my mom.
And then I was an adult. I'm like, you're very coordinated. Obviously, that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
And then, but even I'd bring home like a report card in like fourth grade, all A's, and my dad would be like, that is amazing. I mean, I barely passed high school. You're getting straight A's, and I'm the dumbest guy on earth. And I truly believed he was the dumbest guy on earth.
So you just walked around being like other people would be like, yeah, my dad's an engineer. And you'd be like, my dad could never be an engineer.
Yeah.
That guy's an idiot.
Well, at the same time, I feel like I was very proud of it. Like, we talk about role models in class, and they're like, mine is Superman. Mine's Derek Jeter. I'm like, mine's actually my dad, because he's a full-time accountant and he's the dumbest guy on earth. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had no...
He taught me how to ride a bike.
He doesn't even know how to do math.
He's the dumbest guy on earth, and he still taught me how to ride a bike. Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
I just really believed that for a while. Like, that is crazy. He's so dumb. Yet I'm getting straight A's.
You were such a sweet, innocent kid. Kind of like that story you told about your dad sleeping on the floor after coming back from fishing.
That's funny. Marriage was good for a little bit. 50%. They end like this.
That's awesome.
Anyway, should we wrap up this episode?
This has been a great episode. I think we should wrap it up. Thanks to everyone listening. Yeah, tell everybody the things they should do.
Well,
wrap up.
Comment of the week, Brad.
So I have one.
Okay.
It's coming from Timon's friend.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Give me a second.
Oh, I'll give you a second.
I thought I screenshotted it.
How many seconds do you need?
I need a lot. You go ahead.
10, 9.
I'm going to go on youtube.com, Ghostrunners podcast, listen to...
I'm actually looking at it right now.
Don't you dare.
Do you want me to...
Don't you dare steal my thunder.
Well, it's really good. Okay.
All right. Mine comes from Maisie Ferguson. Salutations, Jake and Brad. Great. She put a comma after salutations. Way to... Good grammar, Maisie.
Homeschool, maybe?
I've finally stored up enough courage to leave a review, although this is more of a general review rather than a specific episode review. 10 out of 10 for sure.
Oh, my
we usually
beard.
go 5. Yeah, 10 out of 10 beard. Yeah. Firstly, yay, Timon.
Whoa.
You have some? Yeah. Okay.
What were you going to...
If it weren't for Timon, I would not anxiously await the release of a Ghostrunners podcast episode.
Oh, really?
Every Monday and Wednesday morning. Is this like your burner account?
You got me.
You should pay him a lot more.
Maze.
I think I've been listening for about a month now. Timon told me when he was able to meet with you for the first time, and so I decided to check you out. Okay.
You went to public school. So.
Okay, my turn. Timon told me he was.
Oh my.
Timon told me when he was able to meet with you for the first time, and so I decided to check you guys out.
Check you guys out.
Check you guys out. I must say, I think my life has become at least 30% happier since my foray into the Ghostrunners universe. I do a lot of driving, and your podcast is now my go-to whenever I'm in the car. I find myself laughing out loud quite a bit, and I just so appreciate the life and zest you both bring to each episode, as well as how unashamedly you share your faith. I am now a staunch supporter thanks to Timon.
A Stimp supporter.
I'm so glad he gets to work with you, and I hope we will be blessed with many more episodes and seasons of the podcast in the future. And this is the best part. Look what's at the very bottom of this comment.
I have scrolled past because I needed to find my own comment.
I need you to look. It's worth it.
Oh my god.
It's worth it.
But I have, okay. Her name is Maze.
I'm so glad that he gets to work with you.
Command F.
And I hope we will be blessed with many more episodes and seasons of the podcast in the future. Oh my gosh.
There, okay, I found it. Read more. Oh.
Smiley face,
An
baby.
emoticon.
A smiley face emoticon. Thank you, Maisie Ferguson, for the wonderful comment / review.
Fun way to spell Maisie. How do you know her, Timon?
She does theater and choir with me.
Cool.
That's
Was she
pretty
on, remind me of the Spotify?
No, she was not.
What's it called?
Between Two Worlds.
She was on Between Two Worlds, where you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, probably.
Yeah, you can find it anywhere you listen to music.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was not on Between Two Worlds, but you were.
Yes,
and you can listen to it anywhere.
You actually can.
Just like you can buy Jake wedding gifts off his registry.
Oh, here we go again. Those are both available, apparently.
Yes. Love it. Between Two Worlds.
Thank you, Maisie.
That was amazing.
That was amazing. Mine happens to be from Elizabeth Virgil.
Oh,
and it's full circle because she left this comment
full circle
like a week and a half ago, but she just said, y'all are the kings of ad reads. No wonder she wanted to sponsor us. Makes sense.
That's sweet.
Also was cracking up at the idea of Jake golfing in a ski mask. Maybe needs to be in her next first time golfer video. Would love to see the old man's reactions to that. So anyway, always cool to see you guys appreciate how we try to like make the ads more fun and more memorable and also just more honest.
Yeah.
So that's fun. So perfect, segue. Just a reminder, check out Rescued, pastorsagainst.abuse.us, link in description, and check it out.
Yeah, and cards on the table. We're trying to get more and more sponsors. So
show them the cards, show them the table. You decide which one's which.
So if you want to sponsor us, please let us know. We'd love to support you as you support us.
Yep.
You guys have a great week.
We'll see you guys Monday
for another Monday episode.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Thank you, Timon. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, patrons.
Yes, we love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every Monday